Okay, today we are going to take a look at a 2006 V70R, Volvo V70R. It was on Car Gurus, and here I am up in Cambridge, Minnesota, and should have about probably upwards of 200,000 miles on it. I currently drive my own S60R, an 04 S60R with 80,000 miles, so it's in great shape, low mileage. I'm just really curious to see what this one looks like. Automatic transmission, hard to tell from the picture. So here I am in Cambridge. We'll take a look and see what it's like. Well, disappointment already. The guys here said that someone came and drove it, and there was a steering problem, and the airbag light was on, and that it's up in a shop up the street here. So I really don't know. Well, that's backwards, but anyway, they said if I wanted, I can go take a look at it. And they said the airbag light is on as well. So that's always a big deal. So it doesn't look like there's any accidents reported, but no damage. At least the guy gave me a Carfax, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I think I'll take a look. I might go up the street here and see what this guy's doing with it. And I doubt I'll drive it, but it'll still be fun to take a look at. Okay, so here she is. Let's take a look around. So let's just start here. First of all, the front of it doesn't look too bad. Now this thing has no reported accidents. Little windshield wiper, little headlight washer, electrical tape there to keep it from scratching. Piece missing where the fog light goes. Thing looks pretty good. Doesn't have the skirt droop that I thought it might have. Looks like someone did some plasti dip maybe on the pegs. It's got some aftermarket rotors on there. Looks like the original Brembo brakes. Coming around here. It's actually in pretty good shape. Some rear backup sensors in it. Looks like it has a stock exhaust. You can tell by the dual exhaust outlet there. The thing's actually in pretty darn good shape outside. Rubber showing signs of wear. Yep, a little bit of a rubber degradation going on. Not atypical of something with this many miles on it. Yeah, you can just kind of see how that rubber's starting to crack along there. And up here, sunroof. Looks like the paint's starting to come off along the rain channel there. I just love this scoop along the back. That is so cool. Okay. Looks like it comes with one replacement key fob, not the original R. Looks like it works. Nice. Here's the interior. Looks like it's got the good old Gobi. Not your favorite looking interior, but I've seen worse. Inside doesn't look too bad. Let's take a look back here. Geez, definitely not the worst shape I've seen a car in. A little dirty, but little cleanings would be good. Check back here. Tailgate. Oh, looks like the piston actuator might be a little bit weak. Yeah, so I got to hold that open. And just looking back here. A few things in here. Looks like that front fog light piece or some sort of piece is there. Just gonna let this rest on my back because it doesn't stay open. Check under here. Yeah. And there's no spare tire here. Interstate battery. So make note, no spare tire. Looks like the original stuff is here when the car was bought. Some DVDs and VHS tapes. Checking the doors. So really, I don't see any rust, at least not on the rocker panels. Looks pretty good. Let's take a look under the hood. Under here, pop it. Okay. And again, this is the automatic version, not the stick shift. All right, well, everything looks legit. This is definitely not a fake R. Okay. Let's see what the oil looks like, just for fun. Yeah, seen worse. Let's see if I can even get down and tranny fluid is even accessible from here. Not like on my regular old S60, where it's just right down in there. I can't even reach my hand in there. So I'm not familiar with the whole automatic scene on the R model. But yeah, there's a little bit of dirt and gunk and corrosion here. Looks like our motor mount is starting to, looks like it's definitely an aftermarket piece. Looks like someone's been to IPD here, starting to chip away. Nothing else that's really aftermarket on here, but yeah, if it were IPD, that would be blue. Maybe it's FCP Euro or something, but who knows. But gosh, have seen cars in worse shape than this. All right, let's start it up and see what happens. Okay, here we are inside the car now. I'm just going to kind of put the phone here. I don't know what that is, but foot on the brake. Starts up nice. Oh, very interesting. Has an IPD turbo boost gauge on here that is really effing cool. We do have an SRS airbag service urgent message with, of course, a check engine light. Not sure what caused that, but you know, there's the old R. Oh, it's got the pop-up nav. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and just let this run and take her for a spin and just see how it goes. Definitely problems with the steering. Appears that power steering is non-existent. Yeah, I think there might be definitely a problem with the steering column. It's really herky-jerky and hard to steer. Throttle response, it's these slow speeds. It has a crappy turning radius of the S60 as well. R, so okay. It's got about half a tank of gas in it. That turbo boost gauge is freaking cool. Oh my gosh, I want that. Lights come on, blinkers apparently work. Boy, just fix this steering issue. This thing would be choice. down the road here. Let's take it down the farm road first. Yep, it's almost like there's no power steering. Take it easy. Automatic shifts into second. Third. Mirror adjustments. Let's get that done. That's fine. Okay. There is turbo boost, so brakes appear to work fine. Alright. Let's just put it into manual here. We got the fourth, third. Let's get it between 3 and 4 and see how it reacts. This is third gear. About 3,500 RPM here. It really kind of lags when it gets between 3,500 and 4,000. Yep. It should just thrive between 3 and 4,000. But it's interesting. Sure how to read the turbo boost gauge, to be honest, but it's flying all over the place. Check engine light's still on. Let's see if there's any more messages. Park assist service required. Okay, so the backup things are bad. Time for regular maintenance, bulb failure, chassis settings service. That's probably one of the worst ones. Chassis settings means the 4C is probably jacked. Oh, let's see here. This is a dirt road now, and I'd just rather not be on there. So let's put her in reverse. The steering is just effed. Oh. Besides the steering and that acceleration. Oh boy. Front wanted to take off. It does want to go. Holy shit. Okay. It's got some juice. So six speed. Fifth, fourth, third. I'm gonna give it some gas at third. Okay, and here's another thing too. Let's talk about the active chassis. There's zero. It appears that someone has put resistors or something into the active suspension, 4C suspension, because there's no lights on comfort, sport, or advanced. So if I put it on advanced here, it appears to act a little differently when it's in advanced. Even though there's no light on it, there's sport. Okay. Alright, well, let's bring it up here. I don't think I need to drive it a whole lot more. I think I'm going to bring it down the street here to, the steering. To a place where they can't see, and I'll just lay on my back and maybe look underneath the car and just see, what the angle gear looks like, if there's any leaks. Let's see, does the AC work by chance? Fans, come on. Okay. seat's blowing cold air. Okay. Well, all right, let's turn the car off and just see what's up. Tires are worn out. Not just worn, but worn out. Let's just take a look up here. No visible leaks, but definitely you can see down there the connector for the fog lights is hanging down, or one of the indicators. Back here, a little bit of rust happening here. Oh, difficult to see with this just like this, but so just looking under the car here, we can see that it's all pretty much stock. Really difficult to tell if there's any leaks. There's where the Haldex unit would be. Right back around in that area. Okay, well, here I am sitting in the V70R, the 2006 V70R, and lots of issues on this thing, but gosh, not really huge deal breakers. I mean, I'm thinking, it really seems like only maybe a couple $1,000s to put into it. New tires for sure. It's got a power steering issue. If you could track down the leak on that, maybe that wouldn't be so hard to do. Throw it on the Vita and find out what's wrong with it. Clear some of these messages, see what crops up. The engine seems like it's got plenty of power, but yeah, it is just kind of a dirty, unkempt, kind of a, like a boy racer sort of got a hold of it, but couldn't afford all the aftermarket stuff that he wanted. Yeah, it's I'd say it would be a fun car for an enthusiast to throw a couple $1,000 into. You could really bring this back. The only thing the real turnoff for me is this Gobi. I'm not a big fan of this interior. I'd rather have a Atacama or a Nordcat. But hey, fun car for someone. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye.